Good morning, everybody. I'm Laura. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to work on a bargain bead box. This is from the December bargain bead box. And if you're new to my channel or you're new to bargain bead box, it is a subscription service that is shipped to your door for $23 a month. It's usually about $70 to $80 worth of items. A lot of it is gemstones, semi-precious, and high-end findings. So if you're interested, there will be a coupon code on the screen. My link is in the description. It helps support my channel if you choose to use my link. Not monetarily, but I do receive like a free box after every so many people. So that's how it helps support me. It helps me that way in making more jewelry videos for you. So anyways, we're just going to get into this video. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze. I am going to use this Bale on this piece. This Bale is from my own stash, and it's a pinch Bale, so I'm just going to put it in here. And it has a little bitty hole. This is it's about 39 millimeter apatite teardrop pendant. We're just going to put it right there. And then I'm going to push it in. Let's see if I can push it in without using a whole lot of extra force. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and use my pliers very gently to push them together. I want to make sure that it still has plenty of movement and it is nice and free. Look at how beautiful that looks. Has a beautiful stone on the front. So I am going to go ahead and make sure this is closed all the way, because we're going to string this directly onto my 7-strand, and it's coming unraveled over here. So let's get it wrapped back around. My beading wire also comes from Bargain Bead Box. They do have their sister site, which once you join, you get a 30% off coupon code that you can use all month long in their sister store. And their prices are already drastically reduced, so you save a ton of money on top of it. So we're just going to clip off. I measured with my heart. I used my leftover pieces, so we're just going to clip off a piece. And we're going to go ahead. And I kind of have laid out a little bit of a pattern that I want to use. And I probably did not grab my crimping stuff. Let me grab that, be right back. Okay, on this necklace, I've decided to use clamshells. So I have like 3 out here just in case I need a third one. And I'm going to use for this, you don't need very good crimp covers. These are 2x2 crimp covers. These are from Amazon. They're not the best. So I did buy some 1.5 from Bargain Bead Box, because there are some instances where my crimp tubes need to be a little smaller, especially when it comes to the Coriana chain. I did want a little smaller, so that's why I picked up some 1.5. We're going to start by just putting my clamshell on. I'm going to thread my 7-strand blue coated wire, beading wire through the back side, so it's coming out the mouth of the clamshell. Then we're going to put on my little, like that. I'm just going to take my flat nose pliers. I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to kind of make sure that he's kind of in the center of the wire there. I'm going to flatten it. Make sure it's on there tight. It's not going to come off. I'm going to trim back. Look for the correct tool here. Trim all that extra off. We don't need anything sticking out much. Just that little piece there. Bring my clamshell back up. give it the tug test. It's not coming off. We're going to close that. I'm going to take my regular bent nose pliers. I'm going to kind of close it, and I'm going to take this end here and I'm going to give it a couple of hugs, work it a little bit, and you'll notice that it kind of sits inside of itself. So that's that simple. Now I'm going to bead from one end to the other, and I have my items laid out the way I want them. So we're just simply going to put on, I've decided to go with, I don't know, maybe I want to put a crystal. I don't know if I want silver against silver, so I think I'll put a crystal on the very end. These crystals also came, I don't know if this one came in a box. These are like a 6mm crystal. They're pretty big. The little 4mm ones did. You know, I think would look really cool. I have the apatite that came the 3mm. Let's put a couple of those at the very end. Do I have some loose? I sure do. That would look awesome at the very end. So let's go ahead and put on, I find the hole. The hole is very tiny in these apatite. And then I'll go ahead and put this big clear crystal. Just like that. So that when it's up here at the end by this silver, we have the silver, we have the blue, and then we have that crystal. And then we'll start by using the 5x2 rondelle spacer beads. I'm going to put 2 of them on. Get my hands back down here under in the screen. And then I'm going to start adding, these were the, I don't know what I did with the packaging to these. I may put them back in. These are, because I'm going to let everybody know what I'm using. London Blue Agate. So these are the London Blue Agate, and I've kind of chosen so that they all kind of matched. These are kind of a swirl. So I want to make sure that when I end with a swirl, and with that one matching that one, you know, so on and so forth. And then I'm going to put on 2 more of these. I'm going to put on this blue because it kind of goes with that blue one there. I might use this blue one instead. Yeah, I might use that blue one. So I'm trying to match the beads as much as possible. Find the hole in it. And then I'm going to use 2 of the, that's the curb chain. Here they are. The 6mm 6-petal bead caps that came in. And I'm going to put them facing so that one is facing towards this bead like that. And the other one is going to face the next bead. And I might, you know what? Maybe, let's go ahead and put one of these spacer beads between them and see how that looks. I like that. Let's do that. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on this swirled light colored one. 2 more of these spacer beads. It is so cold and my hands just with arthritis just is not wanting to hold on to stuff. And then I've chosen to go with one of these medium colored ones that's got a swirl. I may have to get out because I don't know if that goes very well matchy-matchy. I guess he does. We'll leave him. Then I'm going to switch to this crystal. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Then we're going to go bead cap facing away from the crystal. And I'm going with the dark bead. bead cap facing that bead. Make sure I'm coming out the center of it like that. A crystal. Find the center of it. These big crystals, even the little ones, they're really hard sometimes to find the actual center of the bead. There we go. And then the lighter medium colored bead. Seems like I need like something silver there. Maybe we'll go ahead and put a bead cap facing towards that bead. So I'm kind of sort of beading as I go. Like that. Put this bead back on. Like so. Oh, I really like how that looks. So let's go ahead and put another bead cap on, facing it. And then my final crystal for this side. Let's find the hole. And then let's see how this looks. Just like that. Let's drop all this down. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love how that looks. Now, because I really don't want this writing directly on this, I am going to take, I believe it's only going to take like 2 of those little apatites. We're going to put them right on. As soon as I find the center. 1, 2, and here's where some magic is going to happen. They're going to fall right underneath, just like that. And this actually 1 is going to take, is all it's going to take. So we're just going to take that back off. It's only going to take 1. And this is going to ride on top of that little apatite. So we're going to go ahead and bead back the other way, matching what we already have on there. So we'll start with the crystal, and that'll help tighten down. So that's how that will ride. And that keeps this Bale from rubbing on your wire. That is beautiful. Do you see how that blue shows in those clear crystals? I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish beading this on, and I'll bring you back when I'm finished. Okay, so I am back and I have everything beaded, and as you can see, I'm making sure that everything matches up all the way up through how many bead caps I used, how many crystals, all that. Everything matches. My crystal, my round beads all kind of coincide with each other, and make sure I have the correct number of everything all the way up through. And then I've ended with my little bitty apatite beads. They're so beautiful. And then I'm just going to go ahead, add my clamshell. I want to go through the back of it so it's coming out the mouth of the clamshell, and I'm going to drop it down. I am going to cut off a very large amount of this. Don't worry, all that excess gets used in other, that's a big piece, other necklaces, other projects, earrings, you name it, it all gets used. We're going to clip it. I'm setting this aside. That all gets put into baggies and gets used. So bracelets, you name it. I make all kinds of stuff with that. And I am going to spread apart this because I need to get in there with my pliers. So we need to make the mouth of that a lot bigger. So we're going to make sure that this is not too loose, but not so tight that it won't curve. I want to make sure that this bends. You want it to be so there's no spaces, but you don't want it too loosey-goosey. I'm going to grab my little crimp tube, slide it down over my wire, drop it down into the mouth of that clamshell, I'm going to reach in here with my pliers, and I'm just going to simply, my pliers are, have gotten magnetized. If you have a magnetic clasp, keep them away from your tools. Keep them away from everything else, because you will magnetize everything under the sun. So I'm just going to crimp that down, just flatten it, give it a test. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to take my, and I just want to make sure that I haven't like gotten it too loose. There's no play, because now would be a time to cut it if I needed to. And it's perfect. It's not got any extra wire or anything, so we're good. We're going to go ahead and crimp or cut that extra off out of our way. We're going to go ahead and close the clamshell. I am going to use my pliers because we opened it wide, so it's going to close up a little bit strangely. And we've got it fixed. Now we're going to lay it down here. I am going to measure this. Let's get these little guys picked up because they're all over the place. I don't want to lose anything on the floor in here because this is carpet and it will be gone permanently. So I do want to pick up as I go. Oops, sorry about hitting that. It's like sitting right between my legs, so there's that. Let's just get all this over to the side for right at the moment. And I'm going to measure this. Should be about 8 inches by the looks of things. So let's see. We are at, look at that, another one that's 8 inches. So I need to cut, oh wait, I was going to use the chain that came in the box. So let's go ahead and cut 12 inches approximately of the steel chain that came in it. I do want to cut it a little short of 12. 10, 11, so cut it about there because we are going to add a jump ring and all that. I need my big boy cutters because this is steel chain. If you have memory wire cutters, use those. I don't have them. And then I'm going to set that down, and then I'm going to cut about a 2-inch piece for extender because this is a piece that will be sold. There we go. Done. So there's my extender. Now I need to get these out of my way. I don't need those anymore. We're going to grab a lobster clasp. We're going to need some of those. And then we're going to need some of the bigger, oops, well, that's gone for good. No, we only need 2. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get this assembled. We're going to need these, not these. Want to make sure we have this lined up right. I'm going to start with the right pliers in my left hand because I cannot do this with my right hand. Don't know why, but I just can't. We're going to open our jump ring. You always open, twist, not pull. With this, you definitely need to make sure that you get a good closure. Otherwise, this will slip out, especially those clamshells are very small, and so is the this chain that I'm using. If I can get it on there. There we go. I'm going to close that up. Like I said, you want to make sure it's good and closed. There we go, much better. And then we're going to close the other side. And I'm doing it this way because I will cut it after I get the chain on. Cut it in half. You can, of course, measure 2 pieces, figure what the half would be, and measure the 2 pieces and cut 2 pieces that way. Just is not quite. And this is probably going to be one of those jump rings that I don't like the way it closes. No, we're just going to ditch that jump ring, get us a different one. Like I said, this is a piece that will be for sale, so I want a good close. Not something. Try it again. And even if you're not selling it, you want to make sure that your piece isn't going to fall apart. There we go. If you're seeing dirt or hair or anything, it's because everything took a tumble this morning on the concrete, bringing it in from my campers. So I'm simply going to line this up, bring this all the way to the very end, getting my big boy cutters, finding the very end, get all of it better. There we go. Now I'm going to take one of these. The problem with this being magnetized is things stick to it. Come on, get on there. It's like, no, I don't want to. I want to stick to my pliers and not go on the jump ring. There. I'm going to add my lobster and then close it. To go just a hair farther. There we are. And I know a lot of people are like, you need to put it on the other side. I have asked a lot of people which side they prefer their closure on, and a lot of people say they don't have a preference. So I don't stress it. So we're going to put our chain on. This jump ring may be too thick. Find out here in a second. If it would quit going to my pliers. There we go. I'll put my second piece, my extender chain on. Just like that. Close it up. Nice closure. I am going to grab, let me see. Let's get one of these out. Oh, I have some out. Let me grab one. We're going to put one of those on the second jump ring that's going to be on the extender chain, so it has some kind of a little decoration. It also helps the chain to stay down. Gives it a little bit of weight. So we're going to close this up. Just like that. Always checking. And then we will go ahead and I did not check this. Oh, it works. I did this one time, went through the whole thing and had to change out a lobster clasp. There we go. So there is this gorgeous piece. Look at that pendant. That little stone in there, that cubic zirconia, is just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this piece. But I cannot keep everything I make, guys. So this one is available. If you do see a piece that you want that I make, I have a Facebook page. It's also in the description. That is where everything is. And that is how you can reach me. You can comment or whatever there, or you can look in the description. You will also find my what do you call it? I can't think, guys. You will also find my email. So anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Thank you so much.